G'day guys, I just wanted to show you my modifications so far to my Hobbyking Mustang P-51. This is not the mini version, it's the bigger one, but it's also the Art Tech Mustang P-51. They're one and the same. But anyway, so what I've done is I've put a 2409 12T motor in it, and this is a motor that's got rave reviews, and it's got about 200 watts of power. It gives about 27 ounces of thrust, I think, on an 8040 propeller, which I've got on there at the moment. It's a GWS propeller, 8x4, just a two-blader. So I've got the motor in. I've used a Hobbywing 30 amp ESC, and you know, it seems to run pretty smooth. I haven't got it in the air as yet, but it feels pretty powerful. I haven't been able to put the spinner back on because I'm using a prop saver. The motor's got a notoriously soft prop shaft, so I've put a prop saver on there, and I've trimmed the shaft itself, and the prop saver is my preference to having the spinner on there, because I don't want to be changing the prop shafts all the time in the event of nose overs and whatnot. So it's in there so far. But one thing I just want to show you, those that want to put a bigger battery in, or move the COG back a little bit or something, it's a fairly easy thing to do. I've removed the canopy, and then that mock dashboard thing there, I've actually cut up into it to make a big enough cavity for the battery to slide through. But the firewall between the cockpit and the front end of the fuselage is actually very thin. It's almost as though it's designed to be poked out so that you can put a battery through there. I used a hot knife. I heated up the knife and then cut through it, and then just sort of poked it out. It's still a little bit rough on the bottom, and I'll fix that up. But that's how far I've gone so far. Now, what I've done also is I've removed the seat. I read somewhere that you can actually, if you want to, you can just cut the bottom half, the seat, cut that off, and then just glue the back bit onto this parcel rack at the back, if you want, and that just keeps it freer in here for the battery to go in as well. So so that's as far as I've got at the moment. I'm just about to put the ESC back in, and I might actually put some sort of a tray thing on the bottom of the floor there, reaching into the front of the fuselage as well, so that so that it gives some more grounding for the battery. I've ordered some rare earth magnets, some small 6x1.5 magnets that I'm going to fix onto the side of the plane here, and then fix the metal counterpart on the canopy so that I can just snap the canopy on and off rather than unscrewing it all the time, of course. So anyway, the prop on there at the moment is an 8x4, and I'm told, actually I read up, if I put a 9x6 prop on there, I'll get even faster speeds and more thrust. But I'm going to experiment with this one first, the 8x4, and just see how fast and how powerful that is before I decide whether or not to put the bigger prop on. But anyway, that's where it's come so far. You know, I wasn't happy with the speed of the thing as it was. I know it looked pretty nice and scale and everything, but I just wanted a little bit more power, particularly in the wind. I found that it wasn't, you know, performing that well. It was bouncing around a little bit, so just a bit more power is all I really wanted, and we'll see how we go with this one. Thanks, cheers.